Okay, this is Vubbs. He's a small Minecraft YouTuber with around 1.86k at the time of recording this, and I said I was gonna make him a tutorial when he got hit 1k on Twitter, and well, it's a bit, past that, maybe a month or two late, but here I am anyways. The blocks you need are black concrete, black wool, black powder, blue concrete, blue wool, blue powder, light blue concrete, orange terracotta, smooth red sandstone, orange concrete, orange wool, clay block, white concrete, white powder, white wool, gray wool, cyan terracotta, white terracotta, black terracotta, gray terracotta, brown terracotta, brown concrete, polished granite, and string, barrier block, or structure void. I'm using string because structure void is no longer working. These are all blocks you need, so pause out to grab all of them. Okay, the first 9 blocks you need is your black concrete to your orange orange. Smooth red sandstone to grab that now. Okay, let's break all these blocks. Whoops. Okay, start off, get your black wool and place 1. To the right of that, place a black concrete. To the right of that, place 2 black wool. To the right of that, place a black concrete. To the right of that, place a black powder. To the right of that, place 2 black concrete. Okay, back over to the far left of black wool. Place 2 black wool on the far left going towards the right. 1, 2. Then a black concrete. Then a black wool. Then 2 black concrete. Then a black powder. Then a black wool. Go back to the far left. Place 2 black powder. Place another black powder. Place 3 black wool. Place a black concrete. And place a black wool. Okay. Let's move over to the right side. Do things a bit different. Going towards the left. Place 1 black wool. 1 black powder. 1 black wool. Next row, back to the right. 1 black powder. 1 black wool. 1 black powder. Back to the right. 1 black concrete. 2 black powder. Flip over to the other side. From the left, place 1 black powder. 1 black concrete. 1 black powder. Back to the left. Just 3 black powder. Back to the left. 1 black concrete. 1 black wool. 1 black powder. Okay, now move on to the back side. Start off in the bottom left corner. 1 black concrete. 1 black powder. 1 black concrete. 1 black wool. 2 black powder. Back to the far left. 1 black wool. 2 black powder. 1 black wool. 2 black concrete. Back to the far left. 1 black powder. 2 black wool. 1 black powder. 1 black wool. 1 black concrete. Just like so. With that, the feats of Vubbs are done. With that, you can drop your black wool and your black powder now. Let me double check. Yep, I should be correct, and hopefully I am. Okay, let's move on to the front side of the pants now. Start off in the bottom left corner, place the blue concrete. In the bottom right corner, place the blue concrete. On top of both blue concretes, go 3 blue wool. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Next to both blue concretes, place a blue wool each, and place 4 blue concrete in the middle, and then 2 blue concrete in the middle on top of that. In the middle, place a square blue wool, then 2 blue concrete across, then a square blue wool, just like so. On the ends, go up 1 blue concrete each, then go up 3 blue wool each. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Then place a blue concrete in both those pillars, just like so. Then a blue wool next to both those blue concretes. Connect the 2 tops with blue concrete across, and then in the middle, underneath, go down 2 blue concrete like so, giving you these 4 empty columns. Okay, in the most innermost corners, what was here, place 1 blue wool each, covering the blue concrete. On the ends, go up 2 blue powder each, and then go in 1 blue powder on both sides. Just like so. Next, go up 2 columns of 3 light blue concrete, like so, and like so. On top of both, go across 2 blue powder, then 2 blue wool on both sides, just like so. With that, the front of Vubbs' legs are done. Pause if you need to. Okay, we're just going to skip over to the back side first, before we move on the sides. Once again, in the back left and back right corners, place 1 blue concrete each. This time place 3 blue powder on top of both. Okay, place 1 blue wool next to both blue concretes, then 4 blue concrete in the middle, and then 2 blue concrete in the middle on top of that. Place a square of blue wool on top of that, then go across 2 blue concrete on top of that, then a square of blue wool on top of that. On top of the blue powders, go up 1 blue concrete each. Okay. Then go up 1 light blue concrete each on top of both of those. Then up 2 blue powder on both. And then 1 blue concrete on both. Place 1 blue wool next to both blue concretes, and then place 4 blue concrete in the middle, then go down 2 blue concrete in the middle as well. Once again, giving you 4 empty columns, 2 on both sides. Start off on the far ends, go up 3 light blue concrete each. In the bottom corners, place 1 blue wool each, and then a light blue concrete on top of both. Okay. Next, go up 3 blue wools in the indents. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Next, place 1 blue wool in the indents. Boom, boom, giving you this shape. Okay. In the top innermost corners, there and there, place 1 blue wool each to cover the blue concretes, and then you can fill the rest in with light blue concrete on both sides. Just like so. With that, the back of Vubbs is done. Pause if you need to. With that, we move on to the left side of his legs. Start off in the bottom row, go across 2 blue wool, and go up 1 blue powder on the left. On top of both blocks, go up 2 light blue concrete each. In the indent, place a blue powder, and place 2 blue wool across, and a blue powder back on the right side again. On both blocks, go up 2 light blue concrete again. In the indent, place a blue powder, and then go across 2 blue wool on top of it, just like so. With that, the side of Vubbs' leg is done. Pause if you need to. Okay, now let's move on to the opposite side, which is an exact mirror copy. So if you want to just pause, look at, and then skip ahead, you can. So off, get your blue wool and go across 2. On the far right, go up 1 blue powder. On both blocks, go up 2 light blue concrete each. Place a blue powder in the indent. Place 2 blue wool across, and a blue powder on the far left. Once again, go up 2 light blue concrete on both blocks. Place a blue powder in the indent. Place 2 blue wool going across. That side's of Vubbs' leg done. Pause if you need to. Okay, now about move on to his chest. Before that, you can drop all your blue blocks. Let me just double check with the images. Correct. Let's drop those. Boom, 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 boom. Move all your oranges out. Make sure they're in the correct color coordination. You can grab all your whites. Besides, don't grab your white wool yet. And grab your white terracotta as well. Okay, it's off in the bottom corners. Place 1 orange terracotta each. Then you get your white terracotta, and both white terracottas pop out 4 and go in 3, making a simple square shape like so. And do that for both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Wrap around 2 more rows of white terracotta on top of both arms, giving them a cubic shape, like so. I forgot a side. Whoops. Like so, and just like so. Boom. Okay, next you put away your white terracotta, and you can grab your black terracotta. And then wrap a row atop of that on the arms, just like so. Okay, next you put away your black terracotta and grab your white wool. Boom. Then wrap around a row of white wool on top of both arms. Just like so. And just like so. Okay, next, on top of both orange terracottas, go up 2 smooth red sandstone each. And then next to both orange terracottas, place 1 smooth red sandstone in as well. Okay, on top of the tall smooth red sandstones, go up 4 orange concrete each. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next down on top of the other smooth red sandstone, go up 6 blocks each with orange concrete. Just like so. On top of the 4 orange concretes, place 1 orange terracotta each, and place a smooth red sandstone next to it as well. On top of the smooth red sandstone, go up 3 orange concrete each, and then an smooth red sandstone on top of it to end it off. Next, those top smooth red sandstones go outwards 2 orange terracotta on both sides, overlapping 1 layer onto both arms. On the first column of the arms, get your smooth red sandstone and go all the way up towards the orange terracotta. And in those 2 indents, just fill it in with 3 smooth red sandstone on both sides. On the corners of both arms, place 1 smooth sandstone each. Then go up 2 orange concrete each on top of those 2 red sandstones. Then 3 red sandstone on top of those orange concretes. Then 3 red sandstone on top of those orange concretes. No. An orange concrete on top of the 3 red sandstones. The smooth red sandstone on top of the orange concretes. And finally, an orange concrete on top of the 3 red sandstones, like so. Okay. Move in 1 orange concrete on the top layer on both sides. And then place a smooth red sandstone covering it and connecting it towards the orange terracotta. Orange terracotta. And with the 2 gaps on both arms, get your orange concrete and just fill it all the way up, just like so. That's 1 arm, and that's the 2nd arm. And so far, Vubbs should look something like this. Okay, just for 1 moment, put away 2 of your oranges, doesn't matter which, and grab your 2 grays. On the far right, get your gray wool, place 1, and then cyan terracotta, and to repeat that pattern all the way to the tippy top. You should end with cyan terracotta on the tippy top. Just like so. Boom. Okay, and with that, you can drop both your grays. Let me just double check. Yes, we can. Drop them, and we grab your oranges. Okay, start off in the bottom row. Go across 3 clay block. On the far left, place 1 clay block, and 2 white powder. On the far left, place a white concrete, then 2 white powder. Go across a row of clay blocks. On the far left, place a white concrete, then a white powder, and then a clay block. On the far left, place a white concrete, a white wool, and a white concrete. On the far left, place a white concrete, a white powder, and a white concrete. On the far left, place a white concrete, a white wool, and a white concrete. On the far left, place 2 white concrete and 1 clay block. On the far left, place a white concrete, white powder, and a white concrete. On the far left, place a white concrete, a white wool, and a white concrete. And on the top left, place a clay block, a white powder, and a white concrete. Just like so. With that, the front of Vubbs is done. Pause if you need to. Okay, with that, we move on to the side of Vubbs. Start off in the bottom corner, place a smooth red sandstone, 2 orange concrete on top of that, a smooth red sandstone on top of that, an orange concrete next to that, a smooth red sandstone on top of that, an orange concrete on top of that, and connect it all the way across just like so. On the bottom, go across 2 orange concrete, and then connect 2 orange concrete on the 2 smooth red sandstone like so, and fill the gaps in with orange wool on both of them. Not both sides. Wouldn't make sense there. Just like so. With that, the side of Vubbs is done. Pause if you need to. Okay, then we're on the other side of the Vubbs. It's the exact same pattern, so if you want to just pause, skip ahead, and do it, you can. Start from the bottom right, place 1 smooth red sandstone, 2 orange concrete on top of that, a smooth red sandstone on top of that, an orange concrete on top of that, a smooth red sandstone on top of that, and an orange concrete on top of that. Connect it across on the top and on the bottom. On the middle, smooth red sandstone, go across 2, and then fill those 2 gaps in with orange wool, just like so. And with that, the sides of Vubbs is done. Pause if you need to. Okay, now we move on to the back side of Vubbs. Start off, let's just finish his arms. On the outermost columns, get your orange concrete and just go all the way up, like so, on both sides. On the tallest points, on both arms, place 1 smooth red sandstone each, then move in 2 orange terracotta on both sides, and then place 6 smooth red sandstone in the middle, going across like so. Okay, underneath the smooth red sandstones on the end of the arms, get your orange concrete and just go all the way up, and all the way up. Underneath the orange terracottas on the arms, get your smooth red sandstone and go all the way up, and all the way up. Just like so. Okay, in the top corners, move in 2 smooth red sandstone on both sides. Just like so. Okay, on the bottom, get your orange terracotta and place 1 on both sides on the corners. On the right side, move in 2 smooth red sandstone and place 1 more orange terracotta, and then place 3 smooth red sandstone to finish the gap. On the ends, on top of the orange terracottas, go up 6 smooth red sandstone each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the second block of smeared sandstone on both columns, on the bottom, go in one smeared sandstone each. On the top of the smeared sandstones on those columns, place one orange terracotta each, and then one smeared sandstone popping out on those orange terracottas, and two smeared sandstone on top of those orange terracottas, like so, giving you this shape. On the two smeared sandstones popping out the orange terracottas, get your orange concrete, go across 4, connecting it. Underneath that, in the middle, go down 2 orange wool, 2 orange concrete, and 2 orange wool. On the top gap, fill it all in with orange wool. Just like so. And the bottom gap, get your orange concrete and fill it all in with, who could have guessed, orange concrete. Just like so, and just like so. With that, the back of Vubbs is done. Pause if you need to. Okay, with that, we move on to his shoulders, which is pretty simple. Just get the color that you see and just pull it all the way across, just like so. Giving you a bracket with the orange terracotta, and then 2 straight lines with the orange concrete and smeared sandstone. With the front from above, it should look something like this. With that done, you should be able to drop all your oranges. Let me just double check. Yes, you can. Drop all of them. Yeah, let's move on to the face. Set off, get your white, and grab your, let's say, polished granite for now. Okay, so get your white terracotta, place 1 on both sides. Then make the Roman numeral 1, just like so. I haven't said that in a bit. And then destroy the Roman numeral 1 by filling in on the front side. On the middle, place 2 polished granite. Then go up 2 columns of 3 white terracotta on top of that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. On the right side, go across 2 white terracotta to the top. And on the left side, place 1 polished granite and then 1 white terracotta left to that to the top. Once done, you can drop your polished granite. Okay, next, you can place any placing block. For reference, I am gonna place, let's say, black concrete, like so. And black concrete, like so. On the bottom, on top of the black concrete, or I guess over it, pop out 3 white wool. Okay, now on the ends, go up 1 black concrete each. I know it may look weird. Then pop out 2 white wool next to it, and then 3 white wool next to that, just like so. Giving you 2 big popped out eyes, like so. And then just to make sure you get this right, just break the side placement blocks, just like so, so it doesn't affect the rest of your build. Before we do that, let's move on to the sides. Get your white terracotta, pull it back 1 more, go across 4, and then from the left, go across 3. Okay, go to the right side, I guess left side of the side. Pull back 1 more. This time, just go across 2 rows of white terracotta. It does not have an indent like this side. I don't know why. Vubbs, fix your skin now. This is hideous. It was supposed to be symmetrical. Why would you do this? Anyways, it's ignoring the black demon eyes here. Let's move back to the front of the head. So you could also drop your white terracotta now, and you also drop your black concrete now. Okay, grip all your browns and blacks, I guess technically. Okay, so on top of both eyes, pop out 1 gray terracotta each on the ends. On top of both gray terracottas, pop out 2 black terracotta each. Okay, next to the bottom black terracottas, pop out one brown terracotta each. On the left brown terracotta, go up 2 gray terracotta, and on the right brown terracotta, go up 1 brown terracotta and a gray terracotta. On the left brown terracotta, go up, place 1 black terracotta on the right, and then up 2. And do the same on the opposite side. On the on the right brown terracotta, place 1 black terracotta, and go up another. In the bottom left corner, pop out a brown terracotta, a brown concrete on top of it, and a gray terracotta on top of it. On the right, well, I guess not technically the right, it's the only column left, place a gray terracotta, a brown terracotta, and a gray terracotta on top of that, like so. Okay, in the gaps, just get your black terracotta, but put it inside, don't pop it out, like so. With that, the front of Vubbs is done. Pause if you need to. Okay, we're gonna move on to the side of his head, but before we move the hair, let's do the hoodie. Ignore that cut. Nothing definitely happened. Ignore it. Okay, ignore it. Ignore it. You never saw that happen. Get your clay block. Place one on the block right here. Right here, next to the white terracotta. On top of it, place 2 white concrete. To the left of it, place 3 white concrete. On top of the far left white concrete, go 3 more white concrete. Place a clay block on top of it, and a white concrete to the right of that. Underneath the white concrete, place a white wool, and a white wool to the right of that. In the gap, place a square of white powder, like so. Let's move on the opposite side of his head, and do the same hoodie design, just like so. So pop out on the shoulder blade, place 1 clay block, 2 white concrete on top of it, 3 white concrete to the right of it, 3 white concrete on top of that, a clay block on top of that, a white concrete to the left of that, white wool under that, and 1 to the left of it, and fill in the gap with white powder, just like so. Okay, let's move on to the back side of him now. Start off, get your white concrete, and go across 1 full row, like so. Like so. Get your string, and go across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then do 1 more row underneath that as well. Or your structure, void, or barrier, whichever one you're using. Then get your white concrete, and pop out another row underneath that, just like so. You can break the other first row of white concrete as it was placed in blocks. Then get your white powder, and it's filled in the whole bottom, like so. And besides, right here in this one corner, place 1 white concrete each, 1 white concrete each, and place white powder like so. And it should look like this from underneath. Okay, onto the back. Go up 3 white concrete on both sides. Place a white clay block on both sides, and connect it white concrete all the way across. Go across 2 rows of white powder in the gap. On the far right, place a white wool, a white powder, 3 white wool, and a white powder, just like so. Now to really finish up the touch-up on the hood, you don't need to do this, but I personally think it looks way better. Break the corners, the bottom corners specifically, of the hood, just like so. And I always break these 2 strings for continuity. And it should look like this. I personally think it looks better, but it is not true and original to his skin. It's like a personal touch that I like to do. You don't need to do this. And if you want to also do a little personal touch that I like, you could break the top corners of the outside corners of the shoulder blades. I think, personally, it looks better with his skin. But it's, you know, everyone's own eyes. I think it looks better this way, but you don't need to do this. If you don't want to, just keep the same block there originally. Anyways, where were we? Let's move on to the back there, and let's just do the back of his hair. You can delete and drop all your white blocks and your string now, or barrier block or structure void, whichever one you picked. Okay, start off, make sure none of this is popped out. In the back left corner, place 1 gray terracotta and 2 black terracotta on top of that. Okay, on the back right corner, place 1 gray terracotta and 2 black terracotta on top of that. On the right side, move in 2 gray terracotta to the left, then a brown terracotta, then 2 gray terracotta, and then a brown terracotta. On the right, move in 1 brown concrete, 1 black terracotta, 2 brown concrete, 1 black terracotta, and 1 brown concrete. On top of the brown concrete, place a gray terracotta each, and on top of the black terracotta, place a black terracotta each. With that, the back of Vubbs is done. Pause if you need to. Okay, now we move on to the right side of his head. Start off in the bottom right corner, place a brown concrete. Now on the right, place a black terracotta, a gray terracotta, a black terracotta, a gray terracotta, and a black terracotta. Next row, place 2 brown terracotta, 1 black terracotta, 1 gray terracotta, 1 black terracotta, and 1 gray terracotta. Next row, place a gray terracotta, a brown concrete, a gray terracotta, a brown terracotta, a gray terracotta, a brown terracotta, and a gray terracotta. Next row, place a black terracotta, a brown terracotta, a black terracotta, a brown terracotta, a black terracotta, a brown concrete, and a gray terracotta. Next and final row, place a gray terracotta, excuse me, a black terracotta, a gray terracotta, a black terracotta, and it finished up 2 gray terracotta. With that, the side of Vubbs is done. Pause if you need to. Okay, let's move on to the opposite side of his head now. It is once again a. Never mind. It is not a mirrored image. I don't know what I'm saying. Do not listen to me. So up in the bottom left corner, place a black terracotta, a brown concrete, a gray terracotta, a brown terracotta, and a black terracotta. Next row, 2 brown terracotta, 1 black terracotta, 1 gray terracotta, 1 black terracotta, 1 gray terracotta. Next row, 1 gray terracotta, 1 brown concrete, 1 gray terracotta, 2 brown terracotta, 1 brown concrete, and 1 gray terracotta. Next row, 1 black terracotta, 1 brown terracotta, 1 black terracotta, 1 brown terracotta, 1 black terracotta, 2 brown terracotta. Next and final row, 1 brown terracotta, 1 black terracotta, 1 gray terracotta, 1 black terracotta, and 2 gray terracotta. With that, the side of Vubbs is done. Pause if you need to. Okay, everyone at the top of his head, starting from the back left, moving to the right, down a row, to the left, to the right, like so. Top left, place a brown terracotta, a gray terracotta, and 4 brown terracotta. Next, 1 gray terracotta, 1 black terracotta, 1 gray terracotta, 3 brown terracotta. Next, 1 gray terracotta, 2 black terracotta, 1 gray terracotta, 2 brown terracotta. Next, 1 gray terracotta, 1 black terracotta, 1 gray terracotta, 3 brown terracotta. Next, 1 gray terracotta, 2 black terracotta, 1 gray terracotta, 2 brown terracotta. Next, 1 gray terracotta, 1 black terracotta, 1 gray terracotta, 3 brown terracotta. Next, 6 black terracotta. And with that, at the top of Vubbs is done. Pause now. And with finally that, Vubbs is finished. This was a request, so I decided to build him because he hit 1K. I want to celebrate it. A bit late on the celebration, but hey, the celebration's still here. It's just a bit late, isn't it? Anyways, if you need more Mario skins or you choose what to do, I can do it, or at least I could try. And H-Bomb 94 is next. I repeat, H-Bomb 94 is next.